in the 15th century.
One of the most lauded books was the Latin edition of I Quattro Libri dell'Architettura, the Four Books of Architecture by the renowned Italian architect Andrea Palladio. This work stood out as an authoritative text on classical architecture, systematically expounding the principles of Roman architecture as distilled by Palladio. His treatise, richly illustrated to instruct on the design of buildings, bridges, and public squares, was seminal in shaping Renaissance and Western architecture for centuries to come. Palladio's detailed discussions on symmetry, harmony, and proportion became fundamental to architectural education, underpinning the aesthetic ideals that guided the construction of majestic structures in Europe and beyond. Today, I Quattro Libri dell'Architettura remains a pinnacle of architectural literature, a testament to Palladio's enduring influence on design and a beacon of the Renaissance reverence for classical antiquity. Andrea Palladio, 1508 to 1580, was an Italian architect active during the Renaissance, and his work I Quattro Libri dell'Architettura was actually published later than 1501, in 1570. This seminal text comprising four books had a monumental impact on the architectural world. The first book addresses building materials and the types of classical orders, derived from Greek and Roman architecture, including the Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian styles. Palladio highlights their proportions and provides guidance on how to construct columns and pediments in harmony with these ancient standards. The second book moves on to domestic architecture, where Palladio showcases designs of private residences or villi that he designed in the Veneto region of Italy. This section is particularly significant because it exhibits Palladio's practical knowledge of how to integrate classical principles into functional living spaces. In the third book, Palladio discusses street planning for cities, the design of bridges, piazzas, and basilicas. Here, he extends his study from private to public works, emphasizing the importance of utility combined with aesthetic beauty for civil architecture. Finally, in the fourth book, Palladio focuses on the reconstruction of Roman temples. He illustrates with detailed sketches, arguing that the essence of good architecture lies in close adherence to classical models. Palladio's influence extended far beyond Italy, shaping the Palladian style that became prevalent in English country houses and the colonial architecture of North America. The four books of architecture provided a comprehensive rulebook for architects wishing to embody the Renaissance ideals of symmetry, perspective, and proportion. I Quattro Libri dell'Architettura encouraged the spread of a uniform architectural style that was based on logic, clear rules, and a return to the humanities.